Fun. Fun awaits me as I try and hit 200 miles an hour for as little money as I can possibly fathom or spend. I've got 1,000,000 credits, so I guess that's not going to be an issue. But there is going to be an issue, and that is mileage points. Because you don't actually have to buy upgrades in Gran Turismo Sport, you have to use mileage points instead. And that's not too easy. No. I'm gonna have to convert mileage points into a form of cash. So I'm deciding. Every percent you see here on this list is $1,000. I think 1,000. Yeah, 1,000. And then an upgrade for power level is 10,000. No, 20. If you have to upgrade the power level, it's 20. Otherwise, it's not. So here's mileage points to CR or credits, which in this game is cash. If you'd like, you could probably suggest something that's like, hey, can you use this? Try that, try this, try that. So I've seen this done on, that does not look right. Christ. Oh, well, whatever, I don't care. I see what I see. You see what you see. Well, let's immediately just leave the garage, home area. Okay, so 1%, 1,000 CR, upgrade 15,000, final. That'll be my basis. Okay, that'll be the basis. Excel, that thing doesn't look like it excels, it looks like it doesn't move. Or depressed. Well, let's immediately go to Grand Central and go to America, because we know that America is home to some cheap automobiles in this game. That's not gonna have enough power. We'll start with this. Since I don't like it. We'll make it hideous color. We'll just make you hideous color, yeah. I guess I'll just make it yellow. That's 44,310 off the bat spent. Oh, that's a lot of money. Now, other things like differential and stuff like that, those are going to be a diff. Will be 5,000 CR since you don't buy that. The transmission, which will be called trans, I guess, because that's what it is, will be 10,000 credits because that's what it is usually in the games. the CR. That's it. Suspension, I don't think we're gonna mess with that. So we're gonna take this Mustang, which we've already spent 48,000, I think, on it. 44,310. So we'll take 44,310, and we'll start putting upgrades on this. First, actually, we'll figure out how much power it's making. Not how much power. Wait, nothing power related. It's important. What's important is figuring out how fast it goes based on the gearbox stock. All cars will be starting off on regular tires, and that's right. I'm going to have to do tires. So we'll go Sport, which is soft. We'll make those 5,000. Then we'll have R1, which is 10,000. R3 will be 15,000. And then R5 will be 20,000, which is hard, medium, super soft. How much is it doing? Okay, so the car itself is set to 280, so we're not going to have to worry about doing a transmission. We might have to do that. Transmission might be required to do some certain other things. First, what we'll do is we'll take the Mustang to the track. Missing Leopard. A per track for that. But we're gonna go to the Mulsanne. No chicane. I'm doing it in Le Mans because I don't really think it matters in the long run. If a car really needs a space to do special stage route X, and there, not everybody gets perfect racing circuit. This is like a 3-ish miles straight, which should be easily enough to get a car that can go to 200 to 200. First, we've got to see how much the Mustang, how fast it goes. I don't like the Mustang. I don't like Mustangs. I'll make that very clear. But that doesn't mean I'm going to be unfair and not include in this event. This is a stock Mustang, no upgrades, nothing. Oh, it looks great outside in France today. That's slow. Stang is slow. What else is it? Slowly climbing. Oh, I'm gonna reset for that. Nope. I'm good. Good to go. The thing is, SS20, special stage route, SSR20, or no, it's not 20, it's SSRX, special stage route X. It's cheating because it's got a huge downhill section. We're talking about level road, like this on a road. Mustang at Mulsanne now, just took me about 50 seconds to get there. See, this thing can do stock, no upgrades. I'm 100% sure that Mustang stock cannot do 200. Yeah, it's not going to make it stock. So I think we'll give it some stage 1. Figure out just how much that takes, because we can tune from the track, which is nice. So we'll give it stage 1 tuning. That's going to cost 16,000 to get us to 503. 19,000 for a full stage 1 will be 19. end up resulting in it being 63,310 at the moment. Current total 63,000, nothing else. It's bumped up to N500. I still don't think it can do it. I don't think any Mustang should ever be capable of doing 200 miles an hour. I think the Mustang's going to do it though, because it's still about 690,000, so got quite a decent bit of bank left up. Took me slightly longer to get here this time because I didn't put it wrong. I've seen these videos on YouTube all the time, getting to try for as little as possible, but no one's ever done them really. No one really does it in GT Sport. This is just a test run right now. I'm not going to be able to do this for very long. I'm just going to try and get to 200. I'll probably end up having to end the stream probably in a few minutes actually, so they eat. I started streaming at a bad time. That's not going to make it. Time to stage up. That's going to be costly. That's going to cost 15,000. So that's going to end up being 78 grand. And we haven't even tuned yet. I can do 22. 16 plus 22. 16 plus 20 is 36. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Another 17K on top of that to get here. And life isn't looking too good for the Mustang right now. $95 grand at the moment. It's 95,000 for the Mustang total. No other upgrades on it at 95 grand. So the only other upgrade we're going to get to do on this thing would be sport soft tires. Is the only thing that we can do, or look at diff. I certainly don't think the Mustang is guaranteed to do it. These sports R tires are miserable, useless things. Useless. Oh, I was just about to complete the section, then I got reset. As long as you don't go off-road racing circuits, I guess you could say, you don't get penalties for that. Here we go. Hang on. Here we go. TCS off. Avoiding that slow-ish or slowing down-ish. This reminds me of the GT Power Pack, I believe. Saw a picture of one of these things in yellow. And I can't install a transmission because I spent too much money on upgrades of this thing. And this thing if this thing is like blistering and past 200, I can try and tone down the upgrades. Save money. Also struggling. Ooh, it's going now. I was gonna do it. It's getting close. 197. I don't think it had it. I'd give that another run. I'm gonna give that another run. That was really close. That was close. Mustang might be capable of doing it 95 grand. I think I did the brakes at the beginning of that run slightly, trying to turn the TCS off, so maybe this thing can do it. Maybe the Mustang's capable. Goodness gracious me. It wasn't doing it was barely it was not going to fly past it. It was barely going to do it. Feet. Here we go. Going straight to my Mustang if you want to win. Ah, here we go. Mustang's gonna go for it now. This is the final time. If it doesn't end up getting to 200 on this run, I'm probably going to do a diff upgrade. Full service diffs are usually 5 grand in Grand Turismo, so I'll give it a full service diff. That'll bring us up to a total of 100 grand. 100 grand is currently the limit. Anything over 100,000 is not really doing too well. I didn't budget this stuff, but at least I'm not having to spend the actual credits, so I can do most of this stuff for free. 196, 197, 198. It's not doing it. Got a crest and a hill. $198. And that's all the Mustang's got for us. Looks like it's making it to 100K W diff with a diff. Or SS. If the diff doesn't get it, then I'm gonna. There's an LSD. I'll give it a fully upgraded diff. I just gave it 5 grand's worth of diff. This game does not work with the free cars option, so it can force like, oh well, it's free. What would it usually be? This thing's got $100,000 worth of upgrades on it, technically. The way I've worked it, changing in-game miles points into in-game credits. It'd be something like 100 grand. It happens to be that way. It worked out perfectly. It's definitely squirming just as bad. The LSDs, they're either going to help or actually do absolutely nothing. The diff does absolutely nothing. Absolutely nothing. Soft sports compound tires are only going to cost 5,000, so I can just swap out the diff. So you just get rid of the diff, ditch the diff, and get some softer sports tires on it. Get sports soft, which would be considered sports compound tires. This is considered benchmark tire, standard old people tire. I wasn't exactly sure what the diff was going to do for the Mustang, but it looks like the diff isn't going to do it for the Mustang. Diff didn't end up making a diff. Well, it looks like I'm going to have to go into the car settings, change this thing over to Sport Soft Tire. That's $5,000 worth of tires, and reset the diff. You see how this thing will handle a bit better now. Keep it going, Mustang. The thing would be able to do 200. This thing would be able to do 200 going down the hill. But the hill is just a bit of cheat. I'm not using the hill. An SSX, Special State Drive SSRX, will not be used. Ooh, it felt quicker coming out from here. The sports tire sewed over the board. Okay, the sports compound tires get it to 200 miles per hour. Is the Mustang going to do it? Or is it going to run out of grunt at 198? 100's the target limit to start with. $100,000. If you can't do it for under $100,000, you can't do it at all. I'm not going to spend another $15,000 on the Mustang. It's too much. And I've done weight reduction. I've done lightening, I guess you could call it. Oh, is it going to do it? I don't think it's going to do it. The Mustang's going to be considered a no-go. Oh, it's trying to do a 98. It's trying to do a 98. It's trying to do a 98. Down the hill. 199. Oh no. The Mustang is going to be dead. 199 miles per hour. Is there anything else I can do to this thing? Gosh, just so close. Sport soft tires helped. Can't add any more power to it. The only thing I can think to do is remove the tires and then $5,000 worth of upgrades. I can do this and then give it the transmission to get it to 200. To just get it to do 200. I personally feel like transmission cars that eat transmission due to the transmission are going to be weaker cars in general. I was saying Mustang can do it on a stock transmission, but I had to take down the power upgrades to try and get the transmission correctly set. But it doesn't. It might not even be capable of doing it. Still, without that power, it's only going to get to 193. So Mustang's dead. Dead as can be. No Mustang. Mustang was a failure. I'm glad it didn't work because I don't like Mustangs. Just joking. I'm not hating on Mustangs. I mean, I do sort of am. Not very fond of Mustangs. I think the Shelby Mustangs are fine. I don't really like Mustangs. I'm more of a Camaro person. That's who I am. Speaking of Camaro, I was talking about Ford's rival enemy. Chevy Camaro's only 35 grand? That's a really good start. Hyper Blue, 35 grand Camaro. What do you got? That's better. Starting off, Camaro is $35,000. That's so much cheaper than a dang Mustang. It's almost 10 grand cheaper for a better car. Yeah, 10 grand cheaper, you get a better car. How nice is that? Well, let's go back to Le Mans now. Actually, before we do that, actually, I think I'm gonna go to the Brand Central. I'm gonna buy as many cars that I think can do it, because then I can change from the track and save some time. Anything in Dodge that might be able to do it for cheap. You think the Hellcat can do it? It's an expensive start, so won't be able to do much to it. I'll get in Plum Crazy. Because Plum Crazy is the best color. I'll be back in the Camaro, don't worry. Nah, it's not going to do with money. We'll take to upgrade it. I'm going to have to go to Europe now. Well, I've got 3 American cars that can possibly do it. And nothing from the United Kingdom's under 100 grand. And if it is, it's probably not going to do it anyways. Uh-oh, that's not a good look for Germany. 845, cheapest car they have, 64 grand a start. Let me get South Sea Blue. That's an amazing start for this country, isn't it? The best car. This is the 4MATIC. I don't remember 4MATIC. I think 4MATIC is either 4 cylinders or 4 gears. I think 4 gears automatic. Your 4MATIC. I think the M3 2007 is the only hope that BMW's got. That thing starts off at 93 grand, so you only have 7 grand for power upgrades. I like that thing, it's so awesome. Make this thing black. 7 grand remaining for the M3 Coupe. That's not a good start for this Enho Henlo Hooray. I don't want to be doing multiple cars from multiple manufacturers. Multiple cars from a single manufacturer. I think you only want to do one car per manufacturer. An Audi, that's not going to ever do it. That's not going to have the power. There's just no. Audi's not going to do it. The TCS Coupe is not going to do it. Sorry. Porsche. See, I have a Porsche that's under 100 grand. I think the cheapest one's the 911 Turbo, which is 100 grand. That thing's not doing 200, not for as long as I live. That's a bad start. That's Porsche's on this one. Ruth on this one. France in general is not in the competition because I don't think there's a French car that does 200. That isn't, it's the Bugatti's world, but that's way too damn expensive. Is the 512BB under 100 grand? No, it's 105. It's too expensive to start. What else? Alpha? Do they have the new Julia? No, and 90 grand car? That's ridiculous. That's not gonna ever do it. Lamborghini, by any chance have a car that's under 100 grand? If they had the Jalpa, it probably would. 297 grand start. The Diablo's not under 100,000. Zagato, De Tomaso, that's not doing it. I don't know. Maybe it is. Is the Pantera under 50 grand? No, it's 200,000. Fiat's not doing it. The Porsche not doing it. The Maserati. Is it too expensive? Is it 80 or like 80 grand or 100? 167. So yeah, that's not doing it. So Italy doesn't have anything because everything's too expensive or too slow. That's it for Europe. There's only 2 cars for Europe, and they're both German. Now we're gonna get to Japan, where there's gonna be quite a lot of entries. Every manufacturer should have an entry here. Supra or Z. I'll get it in a nice color. I always like the Blue Mickey Metallic. The tints are ridiculously quick. Oh god, let's keep going. What's Nissan got for us? It's gonna be like every manufacturer. Oh crap! What was it? What was the super? I didn't take down Super's price. What was Super's price tag? 30 grand? 35 grand? 50? 45. 45 is actually not the greatest start. I feel like the Camaro was gonna probably end up being the cheapest. I don't know. It's pretty cheap to start. It's 10 grand cheaper than a Supra, and it's making more power than a Supra. The Mustang started off pretty cheap, but it wasn't able to do anything. Goodness. When it comes to power, it's going to be 350Z. Passionate Orange 3P. Premium Passionate Orange. A car that I don't exactly like because I think it's one of the least prettiest oranges in existence. It's pale-ish. I like Le Mans Sunset Orange Pearl much better. I feel like Honda might be the only guys. They're gonna be the only people to not actually have a car that can. Oh no, because that's not gonna do it. No, they don't have anything. Maybe they have the S2. Maybe I'll give the S2000 a shout. Because it's relatively cheap, being like 34 grand. I also didn't take down a I'll make it into yellow pearl because that's an interesting color. I'll also go back and check what the Supra's, not the Supra, I've already checked the Supra's 45. I'll figure out what that 350Z that I purchased cost Advantage. I think it was 31 grand, to be honest. 31,000 bucks, 31 grand. 36,300. That's not the worst start. It's got more power than the 300ZX, so it probably weighs less. Maybe not. 300ZX is a big, ghastly car. Ghastly. Well, you could definitely put the RX-7 on the list. RX-7, Spirit R, Certa, Spirit R Type A, 40 grand. Make it red because I don't have anything red yet. 40 grand. 40,000 bucks. And it's the only car I think on this list that's got pop-up headlights so far. They fold down. Come down. Let's go down. Subaru is probably not going to have anything. I'm not thinking Subaru and 200 miles an hour in the same sentence. It's 200 miles an hour and Subaru in the same sentence. Not floating my boat. STI 15. I'm guessing 41,148 for a crystal white for a silver car. 41,148. $41.80 or $148. I'm gonna be honest, the Mustang actually wasn't on point. It was about $300 off. But I'm not gonna count that against it, really. I know that Mitsubishi's got nothing. They've got the Evo 10, and I'm almost 100% sure that's not going to do it. Once again, it's unfair not to give them a try. Another 15. That's gonna be 43 grand. Got less money to work with than the freaking Subaru did. Now we get something that's in white. Looks like this coat's pretty good in white because it shows you all of that aggressive features. Aggressiveness. Nothing else is gonna do it. The Lexus. The RCF starts off at 95.3. You're the country's only hope. Lava Orange Crystal Shine. 95.3. It's only going to get a few upgrades. I think the Genesis Coupe is in my price range. Oh my goodness, it's 3.8 track. Genesis is a bit of a cheat. It's only 33 grand. That's cheap as hell. Any interesting colors here? I don't have a gray. I don't think I have anything in gray. It's not an interesting color. It's something new. Some of these are going to be really easy to calculate because they're just not going to have many upgrades on them. Okay, so I've bought all of these ridiculous amount of cars. Got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 cars that are going to attempt a 200 mile per hour run down what is it called again? I guess Mulsanne. I don't remember. I think that's a name. We're gonna have done the Mulsanne Strait. Mulsanne Strait. 200 miles an hour. Mulsanne Strait. Let's start with the first person on the list. Camaro Hellcat A45 M3 Super 350Z S2000 RX7 Spirit R Type A STI 15 Evo 10 15 RCF and Genesis. A few of these cars are cutting it really close to the price range. This the M3 gets 7 upgrades. Let's go immediately look at the transmission on this thing and see what it can do. 308. Jesus. Heck, chonking. It's got a chonk. So we obviously know it's not going to do its stock, so we'll give it $16,000 worth of upgrades. 16, which puts it at 51K at the moment. Oh, and traction control can get turned off. Quick tune settings. Better stock dash base power for the Camaro SS. So I think it's going to win the little challenge thing. I think it's going to beat the Mustang because it's one cheaper, so it's got much more room for upgrades. It's got almost 10,000 extra dollars, which makes a gigantic difference. Took that Mustang around 50 seconds to get to the starting point of the run. It was Mulsanne straight. I really think it's really the Mulsanne corner. Drawing a map of Le Mans is probably one of the easiest track, one of the relatively easy, I guess. Stop fighting, Camaro, and get going. This thing's flying, Jesus. Keep on going, Camaro. Cheap as we can go. Oh, it's scared the car dies. That's not gonna make it stage 2. It'll be 15K. 15 plus 13, 28. Suddenly, the Camaro's gone up to 79K. Looked pretty promising earlier on. Keep braking. Ah. Keep going, Camaro. Almost 79 grand. You still got $21,000 worth of upgrades. Oh my lord. That up. Central Vertical. Wow, this is much nicer. Paris flying again. So I've got much more upgrading. Much upgrading has been done. Still being kept under 100k. Coming up toward the first chicane in 86, over 180 miles an hour. This thing sort of dies out once you shift. Coming to the first chicane, 188. Coming out of the chicane, 189. 190. 1, 2, 93, 4, 95. Let's do it. 96. Keep going. You can do it, Camaro. 197. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. 198. I ruined the run. That's not nice. Keep it going, Camaro. Keep the SS back alive. I gotta go. I'll continue this later. We got a long list of cars going. But till then, we'll see.